Hey guys, you're watching Cutie Crafts. Welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to be looking at Artkal's new series of mini beads, the M series collection. This collection has a whopping 221 different colors. Technically 3 of them are old shades, black, white, and transparent, and they sent me all of them in 1,000 bead bags. So I have 221,000 new mini beads that I have to open up and sort into some organizers. Now, if you're not familiar with Artkal mini beads, they have the most colors of any fused bead brand, and they're the ones who allowed me to make this lovely wall over here. If you haven't seen my video where I set up this bead wall, then check that out. I tried so hard to find these cylindrical containers, the same ones that I use for the boards over there, to store all of them, but unfortunately I couldn't find any of them. It would have been so cool to fill in all of those gaps back there, but instead I went for these dollar store containers that fit 36. It's a 6x6 container, and that worked out pretty well. So I got all these different bags of beads that have similar shades of colors in them, and they also sent me some aligners. I guess that's what I would call them. They align the beads so that they're easier to pick up. They also sent me this needle tweezer that I will be getting into further later in the video, but this is a really nice way to speed up your mini beading. And of course, I asked them if they could send me a bunch more of the black beads. Within the M series of Artkal mini beads, there are some sub-series. So we've got MA for the yellow beads, MB for the greens, MC for blue, MD purple, ME pinks, MF reds, MG nude tones, MH grayscale, and then MM, which I don't really know how to describe. It's kind of like an earth tone. I would describe this as the rock candies, the rock chocolates, if you've ever had those. And that makes 221 new colors along with some sticker labels. What I did with these stickers was I cut them out into their little squares and I started arranging them based on the darkest shade to the lighter shade. I just tried to make it look like a gradient so that it would look nicer and easier for me to find the colors. When I was organizing these little stickers, laying them out, I really felt like I was some sort of makeup artist trying to create my own color palette and being like, oh my god, this works so well. I'm gonna name this palette something edgy. I have 6 of these organizers that can hold 36 different shades of colors, and I tried my best to organize it so that it all kind of makes sense, like the greens with the greens, pinks with the pinks, purples purples, blues blues, you know what I'm saying. I was able to figure out a pretty cool setup, so if you ever get this set and you want to organize it the exact same way that I did, then here is the order that I have created for them. And I would say it's like a pretty nice palette for each one. I have 6 palettes. We're gonna have to name them something interesting. And then there were 5 left over because there's 221 and 6 times 36 is 216. So we got the black, white, transparent, and then I took out 2 reds that looked pretty similar to ones that I already have in my C series, so it didn't really matter if they were in the set or not. And then we got to the fun part. First, I organized all of the bead bags on the grounds in the exact way that I put out the stickers, and it looked pretty good. Like, it looks like a nice gradient. It all makes sense to me, at least. And now you can enjoy some of the relaxing pouring sounds of the beads. I messed up this one column of blue beads. I got them mixed up, but I just used my little bead vacuum, which is like a keyboard vacuum. That's how you could rearrange your mini beads if you ever wanted to. feel like this one should be the Smiski palette. This one for sure is giving Bewitched. Seriously though, I would love to hear your ideas for what to name these palettes. And then we got the Pikachu yellows, or maybe this could be the Sunflower palette. What should we name this one? I feel like this one needs 2 different names. We'll work on it. And last but not least, the pinks and the reds. Galinda. This is Galinda. And that's the full collection of the M series mini beads. First palette, my favorite one, is the blue palette. Some oceanography, let's call it. Then we have the greens. We got like some really nice Smiski green. I feel like that we could call this one Succulent. The Succulent palette. Then the yellows. This is, I'm going in order of my favorite colors. Blue, green, yellow are my top 3 colors. So here's yellow. I guess we could name this one Electrify, the Electrify palette, or Sunflower. I don't know which one sounds better. Bewitched. I've been watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch lately, and I just feel like this screams witchy and cute, witchy Sabrina. Then we have the pinks and reds, which are colors that I don't often use a lot. Like pink and red aren't really my color, but definitely Galinda's color. And last but not least, we have this hybrid of the grayscale with some of the brown nude tones. So I don't know, what do you think we should name this? Manipulation, deception, ooh, conspiracy. Wait, no, that one's already taken. Maybe we'll stick with subterfuge. Yeah, kind of like an edgy, dark name. Now let's talk about this little guy. This is a really great way to make your fused bead projects go by a lot faster, because you can line up a bunch of black beads here when you're doing your outlines, and then you get this needle tool and stick it right through the beads so that you have a whole lineup of black beads ready to fall into place on the pegboards. To get all of the beads to align, you just have to pour your beads into the tray and then close it up, shake it, and then let the beads just fall into place. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to align so many of them that it's really a lot faster than just using your regular tweezers and picking up the beads 2 by 2. And the nice thing is that you have this little one that can also align a bunch of beads, so whichever one you like, it works really great, and you'll see me using it a lot during my Pokemon live streams, because I always have to do the outlines of the Pokemon before I fill it up with all the colors. And then another little aligner that I have here, this is just for your regular tweezers. This tool is kind of the same idea. You just pour it into the tray, shake it up so that everything is aligned in their slots, and then you can just get your tweezers and go in there, pick up 2 beads at a time, knowing that everything is aligned for you already, I think it's much better than if you just go into a messed up container of beads that are all misaligned. I use this one more for filling in the colors because I don't need that many of a single color to fill the different shadings of my sprite. But with this one, I can just pour in a little bit of beads, align them, and then use my regular tweezers to fill in those spots. They also sent me a MIDI bead aligner, which is really useful for my larger projects, for whenever I'm making my 3D Minecraft mobs or just some larger sprites. Same idea again, you just pour the beads into the tray, shake it up, and this one has a nice cover on it too, so you can cover it and shake it, and then when you open it, you will reveal a bunch of beads that are aligned in the slots, ready for you to pick up with your tweezers. Once you're done with it, you can flip it over and all the beads will fall into the cover. And I think the reason why this cover isn't fully enclosed is so that you can get the beads to just slide out like this, which I love that little design touch that they added, knowing that a lot of us organize our beads in these trays or in a bag. It's a lot easier to pour it out. So nice touch, Artkal. And thank you so much again to Artkal for sending me all of these brand new beads. 221,000 beads, plus all of the black mini beads that they sent me. That's a lot of beads that I'm going to be able to use for many years to come. So I appreciate it a lot. And thank you for making it to the end of this video. Let me know which color palette was your favorite. I would love to hear your thoughts on them, or if you have any other ideas for what we could name these lovely palettes. And I will see you next time with another cutie craft. Bye!